So last time we have started bonding. Bonding or stoichiometry?
Stoichiometry, sir. You finish bonding.
Stoichiometry. So according to the syllabus, define the molecular formula of a compound is the number and type of the different atom in one molecule, right? So define the empirical formula of a compound as the simplest whole ratio and different atoms of the ion. Use the molecular formula. Okay. We have discussed the formula and the number of atoms. Find the number of atoms. Okay. Now question number 3. Na2CO3. Now find the number of atom. Yes, Umar. Can you find the number of atom?
Sir, in this one, there's Na has 2 atoms, then C has 1 atom, and then O3 has 3 atoms. So that's 2 plus 1 plus 3, 6 atoms, sir.
6 atom. Okay, let's see. Here we have sodium. Here we have carbon. Here we have oxygen. So 2 sodium atom, 1 carbon atom, 3 oxygen atom. So total 6 atoms. Total 6 atoms.
Yes, sir.
Next, next question is H2SO4. Yes, H2SO4. We have done H2SO4. So next is copper carbonate dot 5H2O. This is hydrated salt. Yes. Now Saad, it's your turn.
Okay, sir. So Cu is one element. So we can say that Cu has one. Cu equals 1 atom.
So Cu is equal to 1 atom. Okay.
CO3 is 3 atoms. No, actually, CO3 is actually C. C is 1 atom. You could say
C is 1
carbon
atom.
is and oxygen is 3.
Okay, how many oxygen?
Actually, oxygen is 4. There are 4 oxygen atoms.
Exactly, oxygen. 4 or 8?
Yes, sir.
Now look at
Yes,
here.
sir. 8. Sorry, 8. Yes, sorry. 8.
Here we have 5
5H2O.
oxygen and then 3. Eight
And then
oxygen
there are
atom,
10 hydrogen atoms.
10 atom of hydrogen.
20 in total.
So 20 atoms. 20 atoms. 20 atoms.
Sir?
20 atoms. Yes?
Sir, what do you mean by the dot in the middle?
It shows that this is water of crystallization. So water is attached with this compound. This is called hydrated salt.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So next is empirical formula. Next is empirical formula. next topic is empirical formula. Do you know anything about the empirical formula?
Sir, is it like a different type of formula because imperial method is like different, I think.
Okay. Empirical formula. Empirical formula is a formula which gives the ratio between the bonded atoms. Empirical formula is a formula which gives simple ratio between the bonded atom. For example, ammonia. Ammonia has two elements, nitrogen and hydrogen. And the ratio between nitrogen and hydrogen is 1:3. 1:3. Are you getting my point or not?
Sir, can you say empirical formula again?
Empirical formula is the ratio. Or you
Okay,
can
sir.
say that empirical formula gives the ratio between the bonded atoms.
So like in
Between the bonded
NH3,
atoms. For example, NH3 has 1:3 ratio. Next is C2H6. So 2 carbon and 6 hydrogen. 2 ones are 3, 2 threes are 6. So empirical formula is CH3. Empirical formula gives the simplest ratio. Empirical formula gives the simplest ratio. Look at another example. C2H5OH. So carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Can you tell me the ratio?
Sir,
Yes.
2:6:1.
2 carbon, 6
6
hydrogen,
is to
1
1, which will be
oxygen.
which can't be simplified, sir, further because oxygen is already 1.
Exactly, it's a ratio. Simplest ratio. Now next is now find the ratio between these elements. C2 or C3. Yes, can you find the ratio?
Sir, 1:2.
1:2. So carbon and hydrogen. 3:6. 1:2. So CH2 is empirical formula. And this is called molecular formula. Now, can you tell me the difference between molecular formula and empirical formula?
Sir, empirical formula is the formula in which we give the atom like we give in a simplest form in a simplest ratio, but molecular formula is not in the simplest.
Okay. Very good. So empirical formula give the ratio. Empirical formula give the ratio between bonded atoms, while molecular formula give exact number of atom. Are you getting my point or not?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Now look another example. H2O. Now hydrogen and oxygen 2:1. So here empirical formula
Same.
and molecular formula are same. So for water, empirical formula and molecular formula are same. Are you getting my point or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, next is uh, uh, can anyone define the empirical formula?
Sir, empirical formula is the ratio we get, which is the simplest ratio we get of various atoms, like in a compound.
Exactly the formula. The formula which shows the formula which shows the simplest ratio in which atoms combine. Atoms combine. Atom combines. Now, how to find empirical formula?
Sir,
How to find?
dividing,
Yes.
sir, dividing the atoms, like dividing that all the various atoms until you get the least whole number you can get.
Exactly. But if some data is given, how can you find the empirical formula, right? Now, look at the method, right? First is find the masses that combine then change gram into moles. Then find the ratio. Then find the ratio. Then you get empirical formula. Then you get empirical formula. Now look at the question. Very, very important questions, right? So question number 1. If 32 gram of sulfur combined with 32 gram of oxygen, 32 gram of oxygen to form an oxide, find the empirical formula. Find the empirical formula. Find the empirical formula. Now look at, here we have sulfur, here we have oxygen. So mass, sulfur is 32 gram, oxygen is 32 gram. Now AR of sulfur. Can anyone tell me the AR of sulfur from periodic table? Yes. Can anyone tell me the relative atomic mass of sulfur from periodic table?
16, sir.
16? Yes.
No, sorry, 32, 32.
32.
Yeah.
And oxygen?
16.
16. Now next step is find mole. Mole is equal to mass over AR. So 32 divided by 32 is equal to 1. 32 divided by 16 is 2. Next is ratio. Ratio. So the ratio is 1:2. So empirical formula is sulfur 1, oxygen 2. That is SO2. Are you getting my point or not? Beta, are you listening my voice?
Sir, what is the last one? So when you find the ratio 1:2, then that
1
means
is to 4.
the
Empirical
1:2,
formula
right?
is SO2.
So then the empirical formula is SO2.
SO2. So we will do more question. Now next question. Question number 2. An experiment shows that compound Y 80% carbon and 20% hydrogen. Find empirical formula. Empirical formula. So look at the steps. Again, Same methodology. But here elements are carbon and hydrogen. So here we have percentages. Carbon 80%, hydrogen 20%. So AR of carbon, yes. Can you tell me AR of carbon?
12, sir.
12. And AR of hydrogen?
Sir, 1.
1. So moles, eighty divided by 12, 20 upon 1. Yes. Can you tell me the value? 80 upon 12 is?
Sir, 6.5, right?
Sir, 6.67.
6.66, yeah.
6.67. 20 upon 1 is 20. Now find the ratio. 6.67. So the smallest is 6.67. So 6.67, 20 divided by 6.67. Here answer is 1. Now can you tell me the 20 divided by
Sir,
6.67?
3. Sir, 2.99 or like 3.
3. So it means C1H3 Alhamdulillah, or CH3. Are you getting my point or not?
Sir, why
Yes.
couldn't we like make hydrogen 1 and then carbon we could find it other value?
Why do you have one carbon while you have one hydrogen? Because here in the question you have 80 carbon, right? So the lowest is 6.67. That's why I divide it by 6.67, 6.7. Always divide by the lowest number.
Okay.
Now next, any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Now I am giving you few questions. You solve by yourself and then send to my WhatsApp number, right? So first is uh, just a minute. So I'm finding question from past paper. Now, first question. Five zero 7 0 October, November, variant 22, 2017. 2017. October, November, paper 2, variant 22. Yes. Here we have the question. Yes. Now try to solve this question. Beta, are you solving?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay. Sulfur and chlorine. Masses are given. AR is 32, 35.5. Masses 40.5, 21.3. Then mole is equal to mass over AR. So 32 divided by 32 divided by or 40.5 divided by 32.
Sir, it's for which one, sir? 40.5 divided by 32, sir.
divided by 30. Okay, can you tell me the answer?
Sir, for sulfur,
Yes, for
sir, for
sulfur.
the whole answer, sir, the ratio is 1:1, sir.
Sir,
So can you tell me the answer? 40.5 divided by 32?
sir,
Yes, yes.
Sir, 0.6.
0.6.
sir,
Yes,
in the
yes,
sulfur,
yes.
it's sir in the sulfur you wrote 40.5. Is it like the total mass 40.5 and then in it 21.3 is chlorine? So so to find sulfur we should do 44.5 minus
Very good,
21.
very good, very good.
Oh,
Excellent.
yes, sir.
Very, very good.
I
The
was also
sample
confused.
40.5 sample of chloride of sulfur contain chlorine 21.3. So you will find the mass of the sulfur, which is 40.5 minus 21.3. Yes, what will be the value?
Sir, 19.2.
19.2. So 19.2 divided by 32. Yes,
Sir, 0.6.
0.6. Exactly 0.6.
Yes, sir, exactly. Even for the other one,
Okay.
I got 0.6.
It's also 0.6.
Yes, sir.
So next is ratio.
1:1.
Exactly 0.6. 1. 0.6 divided by 0.6. It's 1. So SCl11 or SCl. Now next question. What is the empirical formula which contain 23.3% magnesium, 30.7% sulfur, and 46.0% oxygen? Yes. Solve this question. Sulfur is 30.7 and oxygen is 46. Next is AR. Now AR of magnesium is 12. 12 or 24? Can anyone tell me the AR of magnesium? 12 or 24?
24, sir.
24. Sulfur is 32. Oxygen is 16. Next is moles. Mole is equal to gram over mr or gram over ar. So 23.3 divided by 24, 30.7 divided by 32, 46 divided by 16. Yes, can you tell me the answer?
Sir, for mg it's 0.97.
0.97.
For the sulfur it's 0.96.
0.96.
And for oxygen it's 2.875.
2.875.
75.
Now next is ratio. Next is ratio. So which one is smaller? 0.96 is smaller. Zero 0.96 divided by 0.96. 2.875 divided by 0.96. Yes,
Sir,
answer.
sir, that's 0.97 divided by 0.96.
Yeah, you have to write 0.97.
Uh,
Sir, that would be
2.87.
1 point. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's
Yes,
1.01, which is 1.
1.01 is nearly 1.
Yeah, okay. So which is 1, okay.
Now 2.875 divided by 0.96.
Sir, 3. 2.99, which is 3.
3. So it means empirical formula is MgSO3. This is empirical formula. Any question?
Yes, sir.
Percentages. Then AR. Then ratio. So empirical formula is MgSO3. Now next question. Okay, next question. Next question. Next question. What is the empirical formula of a compound which contain 40% sulfur, 40% sulfur, and 60% oxygen. Yes, start. %60 oxygen. Now, in this question, you have elements are sulfur and oxygen. Here you have sulfur, here you have oxygen. So percentage is 40, 60. Percentage 40 and 60. Now ARs of sulfur is 32, oxygen is 16. So next is 40 divided by 32, 60 divided by 16. Yes, 40 divided by 32 is
Sir, 1.25.
1.52,
No, sir, 1.25.
1.25. And 60 divided by 16 is
3.75.
80.75 and
Sir, 3.75.
3.75. Now, which one is smaller? 1.25, 1.25. So 1.25 divided by 1.25, 3.75. Yes, Pite, answer. .75 divided by 1.25.
It's 3, sir. So the ratio is 1:3.
Okay, 3. So empirical formula is SO3. Now solve question number 3. Please solve the question and send back to my WhatsApp number. What is the empirical formula which contain 38 point which contain 38.8% carbon, 16.2% hydrogen, and 45.1% nitrogen. Now your time starts now. Solve and back to my number.
Sir, only this one here.
Yes, this question.
Only, okay.
you have carbon, nitrogen, and hydrogen. Or you can simply write carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen. Yes, solve. Yes, beta, have you done?
Not yet, sir.
Yes, beta, have you completed?
Sir, I sent you.
Okay. Okay. Percentage of carbon is 38.8. Beta, all remaining students, please send
Sir, I'm
percentage of
sending
carbon is
answer.
30. Okay. 16.2 and nitrogen is 45.1. And AR of carbon is 12, hydrogen is 1, nitrogen is 14. Now mole. So 38.8 divided by 12, 16.2 divided by 1, 45.1 divided by 14. So 38 divided by 38.8 divided by 12 is 3.23. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And 45.1 divided by 14 is 3.22. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now find the ratio.
Sir, accent, sir, accent.
Okay. The ratio, which one is smaller? 3.22 is smaller. 3.23 divided by 3.22. Answer is 1. 16.2 divided by 3.22.
5. Answer is 5.
5. So 3.22 divided by 3.22 means 1. Yes. What would be the formula? CH5CN?
CH5N.
CH5N. CH5N. Now, this is correct. Now, next question. What is the empirical formula which contain now what is the empirical formula which contain 26.57% of potassium, potassium 35.36, %, chromium and 38.07% oxygen. Yes, start to solve. Just solve this up. What is the empirical formula which contains 26.57% of potassium, 35.36% chromium, and 38.07% oxygen? Yes, solve and send to me.
Sir, I sent it.
Okay. Sir, me too.
Okay. So first is can all of you send me? Himas, can you send me this question also? Sat, can you send me on my number?
Sir, sir, I made a mistake. I'm doing it again.
Okay. Now first, write the mass or percentage. Percentage. Percentage, potassium, chromium, oxygen. Percentage of potassium is 26.57, chromium 35.36, then 38.07. Then AR. So AR of potassium is 39, chromium is 52, and oxygen is 16. Then mole 26.57 divided by 39, which is equal to 0.68. Similarly, 35.36 divided by 52, 0.68. Then 38.07 divided by 16 is 2.38. Next is ratio. So 0.68 divided by 0.68. 0.68 divided by 0.68, and then 2.38 divided by 0.68. Now the ratio is 1, 1, and 3.5. So whenever you have 0.5, multiply by 2. Whenever you have 0.5 multiply by 2, it's 7. So the empirical formula is K2CR2O7. Now I am writing homework. Now homework. What is the empirical formula of a compound which contain which contain 47.37% carbon, 10.59% hydrogen, and 42.04% oxygen. This is your homework. Answer is C3H8O2. Now question number 2. Find the empirical formula. Containing 40.6% carbon, 5.1% hydrogen, and 54.2% oxygen. Answer is C2H3O2. Next question. If borane contain 88.45% boron, boron Find empirical formula. Find empirical formula of borane. Borane contain boron and oxygen only. So you can easily find the percentage of oxygen. Sorry, oxygen, hydrogen, sorry. Hydrogen. Answer is boron B5H7. Next question. Find empirical formula containing 1.8%, 1.8% hydrogen, 1.8% hydrogen, 56.1, 56.1% hydrogen, sulfur, and 42.1% oxygen. Answer is H2S2O3. Last question. A sample of an oxide of arsenic is found to contain 75.74% arsenic. What is the empirical formula? Empirical formula. Answer is AS2O3. This is your homework. Do you have any question?
Sir,
Yes.
for question 3.
Sorry.
So, sir, for question 3, the boron one.
Sorry. Look at.
Yes, sir. So here it's boron. If boron is 88.45, meaning hydrogen would be 100 minus 88.45. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I did that. So I got 8 is to 11.55 the ratio. So then I did 16 is to 23. For
Okay.
boron is to
Yes.
hydrogen.
Okay, then multiply
Ah.
by this. Multiply by 2.
Which one? Yeah. So I multiplied 16 is to 23. I got, yeah, from 8 is to 11.55. So I got the answer B 16-23.
Okay, try to solve, right? And send on my WhatsApp number, right? So tomorrow I will show you the working of these questions, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, take care, Allah Hafiz. Tomorrow, inshallah, we
Yeah.
will start molecular formula. Can you tell me the name of the number of the lecture? Either it is lecture 12 or 13 or 11.
12, sir. 12.
Lecture 12. So here we have lecture 12. This is lecture 12. This is lecture 13. Any question? Beta, any question?
Sure.
Okay.
No, sir.
Take care. Take care. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you, sir. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.